Hannah from Luxury Gaming, and I'm here with...
Humza Khan.
Okay, and how did you do today?
I got first overall after Swiss, and I just lost on top 32, so I got 17th overall.
That is amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And what colors did we play?
We played red-blue.
Ooh, okay. Let's see your deck.
Sure thing. All right, so we got 4 popsicles because you got to do it.
You got to have the draw.
Standard. I played 3 ice blocks, which was a interesting tech for me because I usually play 2. I needed it for the removal at this point in time. We played 4 T-pose.
Did you like the 3 ice blocks, or do you think you could have went down to the 2?
So I played on 2 with the level of draw that you have and level of filtering. Issue was I went up on Cece's and I went up on Medusa, so you had to add a 3rd ice block.
Got it.
We had 4 T-pose. No other question. You need the ramp. We had 4 visions, which was great. Same thing. Sure. Sure. We had 3 chichas.
Okay, how do we like the chichas?
I think chicha's fantastic in the mirror. I think chicha's great against green steel when you're getting discarded, and I think chicha's necessary at the Ruby Amethyst matchup if that's the only 2-drop that can get Flint, that prevents Flint from going off.
So it was really good into steel.
Yes. I mean, you're going to remove it, but I'm usually going to play it after I have a ramp spell available to at least draw a card off of it.
Okay.
We ran...
So, hold on, sorry.
Sure,
I have another question that came up. So you're pretty much not playing this on turn 2?
Not unless you're going first.
Okay.
And you have a T-po in hand or you have a 1-jump in hand to be able to draw a card off of it.
Okay.
This is going to be not happy by a lot of people, but I played 2 1-jumps in a large deck. It's good. It's not necessary with T-po, but of course your turns are always better when you have turn 2 ramp available at points in time.
So now you're just trying to have you're just trying to secure yourself to have that ramp.
Yeah.
But you don't want to see this in the later game.
No.
That's why you're only playing 2.
Correct. Other tech, I got 3 hideaways.
Ooh.
Rationale for this was prevalence of dimes, prevalence of the mirror is mostly why, and considering I just lost to Ruby Amethyst, a location deck, I needed more. I think 3 is the number, but it is a bit greedy because it just turns into Ink Splitter.
Very true.
I played 2 Greatstone Dragons.
Okay.
Mirror Killer, it's great when you don't have Inkables. And it's one of those things where if you see it early on, it sucks, but it's great in the late game because early on it's straight ink.
So now I'm seeing a lot of your cards, they're not really characters. So
Yeah.
Do you think that you had trouble questing in the beginning, or you're just waiting?
I mean, considering it's a control deck, you don't need to quest in the beginning. You need to just be able to have a board state to be able to play your top cards. Considering I'm playing a high number, I'm playing 72, I just need answers of
72 cards?
Yes, I'm playing 72 cards.
Did you find that your consistency was a little off?
So that's what everyone thinks.
Okay.
And as long as you have enough cantrips, it does not matter the consistency.
What's a cantrip?
Cantrip is the ability to play a card and draw a card off of it, so you're not losing any value off of it.
Okay.
And
so
so
popsicles, a cantrip.
Popsicles, visions, Chicha will draw you a card if you have the ability. You have Gramatalas. You have a lot available.
How far
ago? Actually, I'm not playing that card.
Oh, okay, we're gonna get there.
Yeah. There is a reason why.
I can't wait to hear.
Sure. All right, so we got 3 Fishbone Quill. 3 people play 4, and I think in this deck you may want to play 4, just to be able to. My ink will count so high. My ink will count to 26.
There's some people that don't even play any Fishbone Quill. So what's
Yes.
your rationale for playing Fishbone Quill by not playing Fishbone?
So Fishbone Quill, I think in a Lemon Lime matchup, in a heavy ramp songs, you need to be able to ramp as fast as possible, and you are not really losing anything, and plus you're able to pop with popsicle. The only issue is people feel is that it's dead a lot of times when you draw into it, and you can't you're losing too much of your hand to do so. I'm just gonna ramp in and play higher map. So I think it's necessary.
You don't want to also play this turn 3.
No. No, you want turn 2 ramp and you want turn 3 higher.
So when would you play this?
I would play if I don't have a second ramp spell available or if I need an item. Or if I'm playing in something that's discarding my hand anyway, then I'm just going to play it and just get rid of all my hand.
Got it. like versus green steel, this is pretty good.
Oh yeah, it's great against green steel. 3 brawl. You can go to 4. I think 4 is a little greedy. 3 is probably where you want to be, just because it's great against Ruby Amethyst. It's great against green steel, but it's an inkable removal spell. I mean, I'd love to play 4. I mean, I can play 80 cards at this point, but I gotta catch something once in a while. Brawl is Brawl is a 4 most of the time. Most people say play 3 at this point. 3 small Sisu. A lot of Red Blue players don't like it. I think it's absolutely necessary against your worst matchup, which is aggro. I also think it's fantastic when you have Ice Block available. I almost always keep this card in my opening hand if I don't know what somebody else is playing against, because I need some sort of removal spell available. Of course, you need Ice Block, but if I'm getting rid of a Hiram, if I'm getting rid of a Ursula, something that's
Daisy Duck. That's
Duck.
like questing for 2.
Exactly. So you need that for sure. MVP of all red blue decks, as we know, Hiram. Self-explanatory. Another spicy tech for this time around, Turmeric Deck Manor.
I like that card.
I think it was a godsend against some of my matchups. Emerald Steel could not deal with it. Ruby Amethyst had a hard time as well. Post B prep, pre B prep. I know Wapo Tapo's deck list
has 9 defense.
Exactly. Wapo Tapo's deck list was playing 4. I think great for him. I don't know how you win off of that because you have no dime, but I think 2 was the right answer, and I'm happy I put it in.
But you can't dime a location, correct?
Yeah,
just characters.
But I can't hide away a location. So, alrighty. 4 Gramatalas. Standard, you need. This is the second best card in a Emerald Steel matchup because you need some sort of non-card draw card draw. Second spice was Bell.
Ooh.
So rationale for Bell is very interesting, just for the fact that it's not something you ever play on 4 unless you don't have another ramp spell available. It is a game-winning card. You play this because you want to win immediately.
And then dime, right?
Exactly. And that's exactly what happened in game 2 in my top 32 match. Was we were going to lose, and I couldn't. He was drawing too many cards. He was 18. I was like 15 Bell dime. And that was game. Also about Bell is you can telegraph 4 to 5 turns ahead if you know how many lore you have to be with. You can get to 15. Not 20 anymore. It's 15 if you have dime on board, and just game it. 4 Maui.
15.
Yep, 15. 4 Maui. I actually have played 3 Maui most of the time. My buddy who's on my team, Tomas, who's made top 4 at Chicago, was one of the reasons why I played 4. It was the right call. It was 100% the right call. And he was the reason why I was able to stabilize against a Ruby Amethyst location step, 100%. We've got 3 Madame Medusas. I actually played 2 for the longest time, and people were like, you're out of your mind. It's singular removal. You can play it so easily. I was like, yeah, but they're like, you're not. You're spending so much removal anyway. Unable count was high. I think it only cost for 1. I would have rather played like a 2-1 Tremaine. But after testing, I think it is a necessary card at all points in time, and it's one of the only things that answers Diablo immediately. Second spice tech. A lot of people hate this. A lot of people say, why are you playing this card? Gaston. People are like, set 1, set 2, what? It won me games. On the game that was on stream, that's the only reason why I was able to dig for my answers immediately and then play it. Also, it's a great dime target. I've often had like, oh, I need something to quest for 3. That's not going to be enough. I'm at 17. Secondly, it's a reason why I can play 72. It's another dig spell. It's another 3 cards. You can play this when you ramp out and play it on 6, and people are like, why are you playing this? Because you have to answer this immediately, or you're going to have trouble with just getting outvalued.
Medusa also is on a target for Medusa as well.
Correct. I think it's very valuable. However, people are like, it's uninkable. I was like, yeah, my inkable count's high, but you roll with it. It's fine.
Did you ever find your hand to be too cloggy?
Fortunately here, no. I did not brick any game. My draws weren't perfect, but that's all. You lose partial consistency with playing 72. However, you have answers available. It's also amazing in the mirror. Amazing in the mirror.
Would you play another Gaston?
No. 3 Gaston? I mean, if I maybe reduce a Medusa for it, but 3 Gaston is way too high.
At least the Medusa gets rid of a card, while the Gaston gets you a card.
Exactly.
Both.
2 dime. You can't play more. I'm glad I got a dime in game 2, but it was hard. It's the reason you play red blue. Second reason you play red blue, other than Hiram, you have to play it. Second spice, Hades. Interestingly enough, people are like Hades or Lady Tremaine. I think Hades is the right call because 2 reasons. One, it's removal. 2, it stings B prep. And for a 1-to-1, you need that available. Plus, it's this big body to get rid of.
That's what I was about to say. I'm like, it has 6 defense, while Dream only has 4.
Yes. Yes, it gets Medusa. Cool. Most cards in our format gets Medusa. It's one of the most broken cards ever existed. But great card. Emerald Steel was phenomenal. In my stream, I top decked 2 of them, and I was like, remove, and they're like, you quest for 4 and you have dime out? Great. We're gone. So, 3 preps, not 4. Or, sorry, 2 preps. 2 preps. I should probably play 3, personally. I should probably play 3.
It's going to be 73 cards.
Yeah, I'm not. I can't.
And 23 uninkable?
No, it'd be 27 uninkable.
Oh, 27 uninkable?
Yeah. 2 preps. I mean, some people argue it's the best card in the game. You have to play it. I think it's a song with Emerald Seal, its viability. You cannot play that many songs. But, of course, it's one of the reasons you play red to be king.
Did you ever find that the Ursula got rid of your Be Prepared?
Yeah.
Even with 72 cards?
Yeah, because I would mull it and then somehow draw it into my hand. I was like, come on, not right now.
Not right now.
1 Scar. The reason why you play that card is Pete, because you can't remove a board that without B prep, and so you need to do something with Pete. Scar is very valuable. You also have 5 ways to rush things in then with 4 Mauis. Definitely a 1-up. I used to play 2, but the uninkable count again was getting too high.
I was going to ask if you would consider playing all Scar instead of Be Prepared.
I think sometimes to be able to sing B prep is the reason why you play it, and that's why I play Hades. Is sometimes you need to be able to establish board right after, so that you're switching from defense to offense at that point. 3 Scar is, I mean, if there's so many locations that everyone's playing Pete, then maybe, but I just don't think it's viable at this point in time. 4 Tommies, very standard. I don't think anyone will ever drop a Tamatoa as long as blue exists and as long as items exist. 3 Sisus.
Okay.
My rationale is it is uninkable, but it is target removal, essentially, and then I also play the same ratio of small Sisu to big Sisu because of the shift ability. It's also a great deck. And so I know a lot of people play 2. I know a lot of people listen to play 2. 3 is where you want to be, especially if you're lower on preps.
How many times were you able to shift, actually?
More times than I would like, just because I mulled for a Sisu in hand.
Okay.
Against my top 64 opponent, I think 2 out of the 3 games we played, I shifted Sisu, and he was like, that's game against Emerald Steel. And then 3 Dragons. I've been on 4 before. I think it's great for 4. With Hades, you do not need that much target removal. It's inkable, I know, but 3 is fine because of the amount of value you're having all throughout.
Now, do you want to give any shout-outs?
Sure. I'm going to shout out my local Chicagoland team, Backseat Geniuses.
Ooh, okay.
We're new to the scene, but we've got a lot of power going on.
I love the blue.
Thank you, of course. I want to shout out, I don't know, the local community. I think the reason why people play this game is because it's less toxic and more comfortable for families. It's a lot more of first TCGs for individuals. And so they have done a really good job. And I hope this game continues to grow and becomes bigger than Yu-Gi-Oh! Or One Piece.
Yeah, like you see how many people are coming back for day 2. You guys can see behind us. So it's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching.